This is the story of Mathey and Hawa, a story that spans continents, cultures, and the digital realm, proving that love can bloom even in the most unlikely of places. Mathey was born in Somalia, a land known for its rich history and resilient people. But for Mathey, Somalia was also a land of loss. When he was just a child, the echoes of war shattered his childhood dreams. The once vibrant streets of Mogadishu turned into battlefields, and soon, his family had no choice but to flee. With nothing but the clothes on their backs, Mathey and his family fled to a refugee camp, hoping to find safety and solace. The camp was a world of its own, crowded, chaotic, yet filled with stories of survival. For young Mathey, it was a harsh new reality. Life in the refugee camp was anything but easy. Mathey had to grow up fast, shouldering responsibilities that no child should have to face. Days turned into weeks and weeks into years, but through it all, Mathey never lost hope. He was determined to make something of himself, despite the odds stacked against him. He found solace in education, attending classes under the sweltering sun, learning from volunteer teachers who gave him a glimpse of a world beyond the barbed wires. Mathey's dream was simple yet powerful. He wanted to break free from the chains of his past and create a future where he could thrive. Then one day fate threw him a lifeline. Mathey's family was granted asylum in the United States, a chance to start over. The transition was anything but smooth, but Mathey was determined. He worked hard, balancing school and part-time jobs, learning the ways of a new world while holding on to the memories of his old one. But even as he built a new life in America, a part of him felt incomplete. He longed for a connection, something that could fill the void left by years of displacement and loss. Little did he know that his answer would come from an unexpected place, the digital world. Enter Hawa, a young woman living in Egypt with a spirit as bright as the desert sun. Hawa was no stranger to struggle either, but she had a heart full of dreams and a soul that refused to be dimmed. Their first interaction was simple, a message sent across the ether of the internet. What started as a casual exchange soon turned into hours of conversation. They shared stories of their past, dreams for the future, and everything in between. For Mathey and Hawa, it felt as if they had known each other forever, even though they were worlds apart. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Their virtual bond grew stronger, turning into something deeper, something real. But as they grew closer, so did the challenges. Mathey struggled with the weight of his past, the trauma of being displaced, and the fear of opening his heart fully. Hawa, on the other hand, was a beacon of hope. She believed in their love even when Mathey had doubts. But she too had her own fears. What if their worlds were just too different to merge? After months of virtual love, Mathey knew he had to take a leap of faith. Leaving behind the comfort of his new life in the USA, he decided to travel to Egypt to meet Hawa in person for the first time. It was a decision that filled him with both excitement and dread. Their first meeting was a whirlwind of emotions. There was joy, relief, and a sense of rightness that words could never capture. But their love story was far from a fairy tale. Mathey's return brought with it fears of rejection, of cultural clashes, of whether their love could survive beyond the screen. Under the starlit sky of Cairo, Mathey took Hawa's hands in his voice trembling as he asked the question that had been burning in his heart. Hawa, with tears in her eyes, said yes. But as they planned their future together, the challenges only grew. From navigating immigration laws to facing family expectations, their love was tested in ways they never imagined. Their love was tested not just by the miles that separated them but by the fears that threatened to pull them apart. Mathey struggled with the trauma of his past, the memories of the camp that haunted his nights. Hawa, meanwhile, faced pressure from her family, who questioned her decision to marry someone who had lived a life so different from hers. But through it all, Mathey and Hawa held on to each other. They found strength in their love, refusing to let the world dictate their story. Against all odds, they finally stood together, ready to embark on a new journey as husband and wife. Their wedding was a celebration not just of their love but of their resilience, their faith in each other, and the promise of a brighter future. In that moment, all the pain, the fears, the struggles melted away. Mathey and Hawa had found their happily ever after, proving that love truly knows no boundaries. Mathey and Hawa's story didn't end with "I do." It was only the beginning of a new chapter. Together, they decided to use their story to inspire others, showing that love can overcome even the greatest of obstacles. From Somalia to the refugee camp, from the USA to Egypt, their love had crossed borders, transcended cultures, and defied expectations. Mathey and Hawa are living proof that sometimes, even in the darkest of times, love finds a way to bring light. And that is their greatest triumph. Thank you for watching. If you believe in the power of love to overcome all odds, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story. Join us next time for more tales of resilience, hope, and the extraordinary power of human connection.